You have a possibility to write your questions in the chat if you have any.
And you have the Q&A. You have the Q&A. When you click on those, this square with some dots, you have Q&A. You can ask your questions directly there, so we can keep track on that. I will start maybe by asking everyone if you can admit, Marta.
I will admit, yes.
So I would like to ask everyone here. It's anonymous, so you will just click and respond. How well do you know Saudi Arabia? If you have little knowledge about Saudi, just click on little. If you are new to Saudi Arabia, you started exploring the Vision 2030, for example, you read about it on the news or hear about it on the news. Let's put it an average. If you know it very well, you who have, for example, downloaded the latest report about the vision, you are actively searching about it. If you have been there, visited, you started doing business there, you put very well. It's just for us to start scoping, for the audience, to which extent we can share information, what kind of information we'd like to share with you. Okay. We have 3 votes.
Sorry, what should I do? Because we have visited Saudi Arabia. We tried to explore it. The colleague was there in February.
You are between average and very well. I leave it for you to choose.
Well, okay, I meant to put well.
Okay, great. I have here Ronan that says she's he or she know very well. Great. Okay. If you can just click, I'm suppose you're seeing the poll. You just select one of the responses. Great. Okay, I will give me a moment. Marta, if you could just ask the people to respond. I need to close this window.
Okay. Sorry for this, the difficulties. Sometimes it happens. Do you respond all? Yes, I see Vladimir respond. Great. Thank you. Thank you so much. Never been to Saudi Arabia, but I would love to work there. Yes, we know. Yes, we know. You're in the right moment to discover, to learn more, and to reach your goal, Manuela. Ahmed, welcome back.
Okay, great. So we have that, let's say on the 4 votes, we have most of the people that are on average. So we have 2 votes for average, 1 for little. Okay, I will keep it running, and maybe at the end I will ask you then, how well do you know Saudi Arabia at the end of this webinar, and we'll see how much it changed. So, okay, I will end the poll for now. You see everyone on my screen, you hear me very well. I will repeat, you can ask your questions either directly on the chat, or you have the menu on the down right. There is the square with several dots. You click there, there is Q&A, and you can ask your question directly there. And feel free to raise your hand at any time. What we would like to do is first go you through, this is a 15 to 20 minute presentation. We will start with the general information about Saudi and its vision, and then a little bit about the program, and then we will open the Q&A session. The webinar is planned from 7 to 8, so it's 1 hour. We already consumed 8 minutes. We would like to spend the next 50 minutes with you. So it will be half on the presentation and more in Q&A. Okay. So a little bit about myself. So I'm Ahmed Hamouda, together with Marta, we are co-founders of Nexia Global. Myself, I'm a techie. I've been using computers since 1995, and then I was a computer engineer in the Navy. I was head of Department of Digitization, and over the past 7 years, I was focusing on tech companies, helping them commercialize their products based on innovation management practices. And now, together with Marta, we are focusing on European companies to bring them to Saudi, more specifically, MENA with its broader, say, range, and we are doing the reverse. So from MENA also to Europe through Poland as a launchpad. Marta?
As I said before, I'm Marta Hamouda. My background is marketing, PR and communication, and also event management. In Nexia, I'm focusing on building relations, especially in high-level relations with governmental institutions and key stakeholders. So that's my main role here. And now we will share with you, as Ahmed said, some more information about Saudi.
I tend to start always with this map to show you how big is Saudi Arabia. This is not the whole peninsula, this is only the Saudi Arabia. So Saudi Arabia is 7 times bigger than Poland, because we are based in Poland, so I'm comparing to Poland. And Saudi Arabia, if you compare it in terms of how big it is to whole European Union, 27 countries, the whole European Union is only twice as big as Saudi. So you understand how big is it as a country, and to put a little bit of perspective. And here in Saudi Arabia, you have these 2 lines, this one and this one, that are basically where you have most of the economy of Saudi Arabia. So Riyadh is somewhere here, and most of the part of the Dammam port, Aramco refineries is on this part. And on this same line, you have here Jeddah. And down here, you have the tourism part of Asir, where you have Al-Abha and other stuff. And up north here, you have Al-Ula, where you will have most of the part of the Asian Winter Cup will be happening there. So something to remember, all of the economic part is happening on this horizontal line, on this vertical line. Here you have Rub Al Khali, which is basically the biggest desert in the world that no one can go there. But in mostly, these are the, let's say, the economic parts, and where you will see most of the giga projects also, they are happening there. That being said, why we are focusing at the moment on Saudi Arabia? Saudi Arabia is a big economy before even the vision, but we have seen that since 2016, since the vision has been announced and starting to be implemented, say around 2018, we have seen a greater growth around 3 to 6% each year. And the Saudi Arabia GDP is the biggest in terms of the GCC countries. The whole countries, they produce $2 trillion per year, and Saudi Arabia alone produces $1.1 trillion. Marta, are you accepting?
Yes, I do.
So why now? Why now go to Saudi Arabia, and why is it the right moment or the right momentum? The Vision 2030 has been announced in 2016, started to be implemented around 2018, and accelerated during COVID. Believe it or not, many of the digitalization projects, they have been done during COVID. And after that, we have seen from year to year a long increase. And now, starting the last year, there has been an assessment of the past 5 years, an announcement of 30 new national strategies in the kingdom for the next 5 years. And now we are starting to see the fruits of the Vision 2030. By 2027, you have the Asian Cup, then the World Cup will be in 2034. You have Saudi Expo in 2030. So there is a lot of commitment from the kingdom, and they need to deliver a lot of giga projects. Just an introduction to the Vision 2030 for the ones that are not familiar with it. It was announced by His Royal Highness Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman bin Abdul Aziz Al Saud. And when he announced this, that he said that we have outlined a comprehensive and ambitious vision for Saudi Arabia until the year 2030. And it is the first step on our journey towards a better, brighter future for our country and citizens. In one of the interviews, to make it practically, he said that he would like to shift everything from the crude oil to non-crude oil based, let's say, economy. And we have seen the shift in GDP for last year in 2024. It was the first time in the Saudi Arabia economy history, where the contribution to GDP for services is slightly more than the crude oil. It was 51%. So we are seeing the shift now, and we're seeing the momentum being created. And the Vision 2030, it has three main axes: ambitious homeland, thriving economy, and vibrant community. All of those visions, they are centralized on the human, on the citizen. You are seeing a different narrative that has been conducting. About the ambitious homeland, this is anything about the e-governance, about the digital transformation of the government. They wanted to be committed to efficiency and responsibility. So each year there is an index that measures to what extent the government entities, there are over 190 now, between government and semi-government, and they are all in a race in terms of digital transformation. Then you have the thriving economy. For thriving economy, they are switching and enabling more small and medium and large companies, and they want that the SMEs contribute furthermore to the GDP and to have multiple opportunities for success. We are seeing that Saudi Arabia now is in the third place in terms of innovation ecosystem, and they improved by 3 times in only 3 years their position, according to the latest Global Innovation Index. Then you have a vibrant community. Here we are talking about the citizen. We will show you later on about, after the slide, about some metrics. Here they want the Saudi people to be more and more proud about their history, about what they have achieved, and to be rooted and to work there for there. So even for external companies, they shifted since starting January 2024 that in order for you to do business with the government, you need to have a local entity, you need to have a local presence, you need to show that you are committed to the vision. They don't want companies to just come, take the money and go. And even in recent, I will tell you about it in the first national strategy that has been shifted from the mines and industries, and you will understand what I'm talking about. So everything in the vision is measured. It's all KPIs, it's all measured, and it's all being attained and reviewed year by year. You have the website here that I will share also the link later on, and we'll follow up with you over email. This is the official website of the Saudi Vision 2030, and you can read the report and you'll see it by yourself. And if you compare it to the previous one, you will see how it is evolving. So, for example, this they have made in 2018 the goal to reduce unemployment to 7% by 2030. They already achieved that in 2023. So they have already achieved the goal 7 years before. Increase women employment opportunities and decrease the dependency on oil exports, and to be more dependent on the service economy. If I compare it to Dubai, for example, Dubai has been able in 30 years to shift that oil exports contribute only 1% to the GDP. This is the goal of Saudi Arabia, to be able to diversify as much as possible. And to have, for the vibrant society, you need to have up to 3 cities among the 100 top cities in the world, and increase the average lifespan for 8 years old. And they would like to focus on tourism as an important source of income. So stability in the region is one crucial point they would like to work on, and that's why they are pushing for a global leadership and e-governance, and also even in the, let's say, soft diplomacy. If you are following the news and seeing how Saudi Arabia is being positioned in the geopolitical space, how they are being peaceful and avoid any conflicts, because peace is crucial for this to happen. Okay, I don't want to bore you with numbers.
Numbers might be important in that.
Okay, so for the Saudi vision is, let's say the vision is on track, and it's become already a leader in tech and innovation by establishing itself as a hub for esports, AI, and digital infrastructure in the Middle East. If you have been to LEAP, for example, one of the biggest conferences that has been elected this year as the biggest tech conference in GCC, this is the first time that they overstepped, let's say, the tycoon GITEX, that they dethroned GITEX and they took their position in only 4th edition. Yes, Marta? So this is the 4th edition. In only 4th edition, they dethroned GITEX and they took the best tech, most attended event in the region award for this year. Last year, it was also the esports festival in the summer, and also this year. And we have seen also the signed deals with Google Gemini to have the cloud data centers and push more Gemini to be Arab speaking friendly. And about the digital infrastructure, we are seeing now that the government is pushing government as government entities to push everything to the cloud by 2027. Okay, I don't want to repeat myself. I already said this. The updates. I will finish in a moment. Don't just bear with me, because really this is very important. This is the first time that we are seeing in the report that now we have a consolidation of the national strategies in a much broader, let's say, term and big enough verticals. So the first one about integrated strategy for mining and mineral industries is to aim to leverage Saudi Arabia vast mineral resources by promoting exploration, enhancing regulatory frameworks, and increasing private sector participation by focusing on the value chain development and sustainability. What does it mean? For example, lately there have been in a conference about renewable energy, and the Saudi Arabia representative was asked about the uranium resources that they have on soil. So they are negotiating to have the, let's say, the go from the, geopolitically speaking, to have the ability to transform the uranium on site. They do not want to send it abroad and then you get 1 cent on 100. They would like to have all the value there on site, and they are now pushing towards this. The second one about comprehensive strategy for the real estate sector. Housing is one crucial important axe for Saudi Arabia. Most of the people, they own already at least one house, and they want by 2030 that 70% of the population are already attained that, at least to own one home. And urban development is very crucial. You are seeing the King Salman Park that is gaining momentum. You are seeing now that they already opened some bike and walking areas, more and more green areas. In correct me, Marta, if I'm wrong, 1 million tree in, I think, in Riyadh alone that are being planted.
Yes,
by
30 million in all country.
And 30 million in the whole country. The third part is about the labor markets. There is something that is called Saudization. So if you open a company in Saudi Arabia, you are obliged after the first year to hire a certain number of Saudis. The general rule of thumb is 1 to 3, meaning that for each 3 foreign workers, you hire 1. But then it depends on which kind of industry you are in. And now we are seeing a lot of programs that are opening for training for the jobs of the future. So if you are operating on that regard, this might be an opportunity for you. The fifth point, not the fifth, the fourth is the SC region development strategy. This is about this is in the southern western part, down just in the border of Yemen, and it has 14 small communities. And this part is the most tourist part, that is the green part of, say, the Saudi. And they also cultivate their coffee and other, let's say, things typical to Saudi Arabia. The Saudi Arabian coffee is roasted differently. It has a different taste, and
different
it has
color, different taste, different everything.
A whole different experience.
And
so
way
this
of living
region
is also different.
So this region is very important to the contribution of GDP in Saudi Arabia. The fifth point about the custodian of the 2 Holy Mosque Scholarship Program, this is more about religion and about international education in top universities, but also to focus on the disciplines linked to the kingdom's future economy and workforce needs. So this is not only about, let's say, Islamic studies, but furthermore, we are seeing biotechnology that is furthermore, AI is on top of course, but anything also about healthcare is further nourished. Then you have the financial technology strategy. To keep it short, they want Saudi Arabia to be the fintech hub of the region. They would like to have it. They would like to enable, because without fintechs, there is no real, let's say, economy for the SMEs, because they recognize for example, the freelancer community, and they have also put in place a new government, semi-government entity that is focusing on solopreneurs. And so solopreneurs, they need to have access to a good financial technology infrastructure. Then gaming and esports strategy. This is also something that is very big. We will show you also later on. There is there will be the Qiddiya Giga project, which is mainly focusing anything about digital, and gaming and esports is main about that. And it's also meaning about nurturing local talent and creating further jobs and international events. Then you have the national biotechnology strategy. Now we have seen that there is a new program that is launched especially for biotech, and they are searching for biotech companies all over the world to encourage them to set foot in the kingdom, and with alongside certain incentives depending on their how much they invest. Then we have the transformation strategy for the Institute of Public Administration. This is anything about digitization for e-government, say, purposes. Transport and logistics, they would like to become the logistic hub of the region, but not only for the region and globally. Anything that is shipped from the west to the east, they would like to make it go through Saudi Arabia. Then about the national industry strategy. To this day, they have two, let's say, mega cities for industries, and two of them, they are privately owned. One of them, for example, they had we are in contact with. They have 2 million square meters of superficie. Now they are pushing more and more into having the Saudi made locally, and also pushing for export, so for internationalization. Then you have the national investment strategy that we have seen it announced last August 2024, that there is a new investment law that gives the foreign investors same rights and obligation as a local investor. We will have another session to dig deeper about this law soon. We'll keep you updated. And then we have the National Red Sea Sustainability Strategy, which is in the Red Sea part, which is the western part, mainly in Jeddah, let's say, county. And in that part, they're focusing on sustainability tourism. Sustainability is key in everything that Saudis are doing, from energy to tourism, to culture and heritage, to logistic, to transportation, to healthcare. You find always the talks about how to make the ecosystem self-sustainable. Do you want to add something, Marta?
No, go ahead.
Okay. For tech companies, I think that they are concerned mainly on these three parts. So the national gaming and esports, biotechnology, and transformation of the e-government. Okay. So up to date, the official announced Giga projects, there are 14. We expect them to be 25. Based on last talks that we had with one American company, that they are managing almost all of the tendering of these Giga projects. So as of March 2025, and all of these projects, they are estimated to cover almost $9 billion budget by 2030. This Jeddah Tower, which is here on top right, for it alone, it will be around 1.2 expected, the budget 1.2 billion. The key metrics that you should focus on, first is that the GDP of Saudi Arabia. This is a summary of what I said. $1.1 trillion. It's massive, but also what is very important to know is that the average consumer spending is $500 billion per year, almost $500 billion per year, 0.4 trillion per year. Because the average age of the population is less than 45, Yes, Marta, it's to 27, I think.
70% of population, Saudi population is under 30. Under 30. So the purchase power is huge. There is a lot of children. There are families that average is 3 or 4 children. It's totally different that we see in Europe. That's why this purchase power is really big for many industries, many products, many services.
On the past year alone, we have seen 39 merger and acquisitions. So we have seen foreign companies that are coming to Saudi Arabia and merge with local partners to give them more cash, and also local investors that come further when there is a foreign company that is well established with years of experience and they join forces with local. So we have seen capital being raised in foreign and say locally around 24.5 in merger and acquisitions. In terms of startups, you have in the past year $750 million that has been invested. And now with the new law, you can own 100% your branch. You don't need to have a Saudi partner if you don't wish to, but we highly recommend you to, because he will give you some smart money and also more streamlined access to the local network.
Mm-hmm.
And what is more important, if you are, for example, in B2B, you have 1.6 million registered companies in KSA. Why this is very important? I will give you an example, a counter example. In Dubai, you have over 400,000 Indian registered companies, and it's very easy to register a company in Dubai. Good luck registering a company in Saudi Arabia. To open a branch in Saudi Arabia is between 2 to 3 months, because they accept only strong companies that they are willing to operate and they can have the operations in Saudi Arabia. If you do not pay your taxes properly after first year or second year, they will give you some time, but also they can close the company. So 1.6 million is 1.6 million strong companies that are there, that are financially stable, and you can check everything about them. They have a special entity that is called Nazaha, where you can check in very transparent way the situation in Saudi. If you have a problem even with a government entity and you would like to report it, you can report it via SMS through this Nazaha platform. They have even WhatsApp, they have everything. So this is something that we have seen in you there. I think I spoke enough. Marta, the floor is yours.
The floor is mine. So, as I said at the beginning, this is the meeting that we would like to present you our program to show you Saudi Arabia from inside, because we can provide many sessions, but Saudi Arabia is a relation-based market, and if you want to do business there, you need to be there not once, not twice, but many times, because Saudis, it shows Saudi entrepreneurs that you consider them very seriously and you treat them very seriously, and you have very serious approach to the market and to doing business with them. So how to start? We create this 3 days program based on our experience, and why is it the best way, in our opinion, to start? Why to join? Because we will give you access to local institutions, to the key decision makers, and we will also give you cultural insight, which is very important, and from European perspective is underestimated. The way of doing business in Saudi is totally different than in Poland and different than in Europe. And we will give you this insights, and we will show you this, how to do it by experience that. So Ahmed, if you can switch this presentation for the next slide. Maybe I will just say something about this picture. That was the picture from last LEAP conference. In the middle, in this blue suit, this is the Polish ambassador in Saudi Arabia. And this is the picture when we signed the partnership with one of the biggest, Ahmed helped me to describe the company.
It's a billion dollar.
Yes.
It's a B2B telco operator, and they are listed in the stock exchange market in Saudi Arabia. It's $1 billion company.
Yes, and they also support companies. They're our partners, and through them we this, as like Ahmed said about smart partnerships, smart investors. This is the smart partnership that we made, because thanks to them we have access to projects, to other clients, and we are able to work easily. Next slide, please. You want to add something, Ahmed?
Yeah, that with Go Business, we have a agreement to streamline the market access for tech companies, mainly SaaS tech companies that they have B2B solution by using their cloud infrastructure, also the access to their portfolio of clients.
Thank you so much. Why join also? As I said, you will have our expertise and our guidance all the way. We will help you to start strategic partnerships. The representatives from Go Telecom will also attend to our program. We create Europe MENA Bridge. As Ahmed said at the beginning, we help to enter to Europe for Saudi companies, but at the moment we are focusing mostly on European companies and companies from outside to enter to Saudi market. You will have ground insight, and you will give you opportunity to participate in an exclusive event, exclusive sites visit. I will tell you more about that in a moment when we will go through the whole agenda of the program. And as I said, support end to end, from the first moment of the program, of the trip, to the last. We are there with you and for you. Ahmed, can we go to agenda? So we have also, before agenda, several testimonials. You will get a link with the access to this presentation, so you can focus later on this and write how we help. This is the testimonials from a Polish company, one company from Tunisia, and Tunisian entrepreneur who's already based in Saudi Arabia for many years, and he's a stable entrepreneur there. Event agenda, 3 days, very intensive and very, how to say it, fruitful. We designed it based on our experience. The first day, this is the day of workshop and also cultural insight. We start from delivering you more information about Vision 2030, to dig deeper in what Ahmed just said very briefly today during the workshop. I will say more about cultural insight and business culture. What are the differences to make you feel comfortable with the meetings that we will organize later during this trip. And afternoon, to maybe a little bit more chilled, we will take you to the city trip to discover a little bit the city and discover Saudi through Saudi coffee and dates. My way of discovering the new culture is always through the kitchen, through the food and hospitality. And at the evening, there will be traditional dinner and in traditional restaurant, very Saudi, that you sit on the ground, you sit on the carpet and eat. This is very, very immersive experience. I love this restaurant, and every time we are in Saudi, we are there at least once. Second day, this is the day of the event. Event is organized during the day. It will be ended by lunch. On this event, you will have possibilities meeting with Saudi Federation of Chambers, Polish Saudi Business Council, and our Saudi business partners that we already have built relation with since for over a year. So also Go Telecom, Go Business, the company that we told you about, that we have partnership with them, they will also attend to this meeting. This is the meeting that you will have also possibilities to present yourself, to say a few words about you, about your company, about your needs, and you will have possibilities to talk in person with our partners. So that's the possibility for you also to build your own relation with them. After the event, lunch and break, and the optional one-on-one meetings, because we already know that after this networking events, there is always someone who would like to talk one-on-one more deeply and discuss more the business needs, and also dinner with our Saudi guests that were during the event, to maintain the relations during the meal. Ahmed, please.
Also here for the one-on-one meetings, we have our business lawyer that will be present. So anyone who would like to ask about how to do business in Saudi, some requirements, if, for example, some client doesn't pay you, what you do, if you'd like to open a branch, what you need to know beforehand, how to accelerate the process, you will also have the opportunity to discuss directly with the lawyer. And we will also organize for you. All of this matchmaking is done online first, at least 2 weeks before you go and meet them in person. And for some of you who would like, if they attain to have an, let's say, more of a verbal agreement, we can guide you and we can guide you into the agreement process, and we can use this event for you to sign a MOU with your partner.
Thank you, Ahmed. And the third day is more like a strategic site visit, and depending on the profile of the companies that will come with us, we will choose the proper place to visit, but most probably that will be the Ministry of Investment. This is the most, how to say it, the best place, to be honest, to visit and discuss what are the plans and investment in Saudi, or one of the business incubators. As Ahmed said, there is lots of startups, startup programs and incubators. This is always possible to organize the visit there. And
if you may, Marta, there are 3 ministries that we closely cooperate with. So the Ministry of Investment, which makes sense if you would like to invest in Saudi, because they can help you also streamline that process. Everything is becoming digitized more and more. Just for you to know, 3 years before, the time to open a branch was unknown. Now we know, for example, to open a branch, it takes you 2 to 3 months, and they would like to stream it, I think, up to 45 days, something like this. And then it will be streamlined to become more something that you can do online. The second ministry that we cooperate with is the Ministry of Economy and Planning. Marta is always in cooperation with 2 vice ministers there, that we learn more about the buckets, let's say, of the economy, where the huge investments are becoming in, what is the direction of the let's say, each year, the budget allocation, what is the project that is at hand that needs to be delivered. And for example, now we know that everything about tourism and heritage is in one bucket and everything else is in another bucket. So these kind of, and you will have the opportunity to ask those people directly about your company, about your industry, and what you want to do. The third is the Ministry of Communication, Information and Technology, because all of tech companies that would like to go there, if you have, for example, a new product or service, they can link you with the proper business incubator that is right for your product or service that you would like to ship there. Because there are also some grants that are at hand. They will explain to you how it works. They will give you also direct contact with the program managers of these business incubators. And the idea that after these 3 days, you will save at least 6 to 12 months of work. This is our idea. So you could get really jump-started on your journey to enter to Saudi Arabia market.
Thank you so much. After this insights, we have some lunch and also time for you to rest, to have time for yourself. We can have some other activities, or maybe some visiting some interesting places. That will be to confirmed. And evening farewell dinner in Diriyah. Diriyah, this is one of my favorite places in Riyadh. This is the old ancient city when the Saudi was launched. Ahmed, is it a good word to say?
Founded.
Yes, they also have founding day. So this is very beautiful place, and also worth to see and unforgettable. And the departure to the airport at 10 p.m. and next day in the morning you will be already in Poland. That's our plan. And the offer that we have for you is this business trip. Here you have briefly summarized what this offer includes and what is the pricing, and that we also have now early bird sales, early bird ticket for that. The offer includes, to summarize for you, to have it networking event with Saudi entrepreneurs, meeting with the governmental officials, meeting with Saudi Polish Business Council, live consultation with Saudi lawyer and accountant, access to our network and to our contact. And this is something that I need to highlight. We give you access to the people that trust us, and we build our relation with them already. So as Ahmed said, you will save a lot of time and effort getting directly to the Saudi entrepreneurs and also to these institutions that can link you further with other companies and other entrepreneurs. 4-star hotel, on-site logistics, 2 workshops, 3 dinners, and assistance for applying for tourist visa if it's necessary for you to have it. What is not included is the flight, the visa fee, and travel insurance. And we have it for you only for 4,500 euro netto, with 85 also. You see it already here. And this is the price that is valid till 21st of July. Then the price will be regular, as you can see, 5,750. These are netto prices. So that's all that we prepared for you today from this insights and informations. Do we have any questions already written here or not yet? We have dot taker.
No, it's one question. So you're planning everything related to flights to Warsaw, as far as I understand. Because I will be coming from Belgrade, for example.
No problem. You know that it was written at the beginning. Ahmed, you can maybe come back to this previous slide. Yes, this is flight. I should remove that release. Thank you for this insight. When we planned,
because you said this satellite 22 going to the airport on slide 10.
Yes, you know, that's why it's not included, because we are targeting. Ahmed is already I see fixing on the spot. We are targeting not only Polish entrepreneurs. That's why we didn't include flight to this offer, because as you said, you're flying from different city, from different country. We will just decide and set which day up to which hour you should arrive.
We will be flying. Last time my colleague fly via Istanbul.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not sure about timings, but they sent like sorry, Turkish.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure, as I mentioned. So we have to see. Just about that.
It's okay. Okay, this is just, you know, logistics details. We can discuss it independently in every person separately. We will also support you and provide you with the transportation from the airport to the hotel. So it's not a problem which time you will arrive. That's all.
We have, if you may, Marta, we are cooperating with a local DMC that is organizing all of the logistics for us, the hotels and everything. So as Marta said, it won't be a problem. From wherever you will come, our support starts from the Riyadh airport.
Do we have any questions? Don't hesitate to ask.
Bazi Sabr.
A little question about the previous audience. You mentioned the testimonials. That's, of course, very nice. I would like to learn more about that. But as well, unfortunately, September is a little bit too soon for me. I mean, probably the calendar is quite packed at the end of the year. So I'm curious, how often do you do this? Do you have another session early 2026, for example?
We are now having one session in September and another one in October. And the next one probably will be in January 2026. We plan and confirm every quarter the trips and make the info sessions 2 months, at least 2 months ahead. So I will keep you posted, Sabr.
Perfect.
Because I think this
November
year
is also open, Ahmed, as we discussed last time.
Yeah.
So if we will have enough, what is also important that for this trip we don't take more than 8 people, because this is we provide you our personal support. So the group is very small, between 5 to 8 people. That's why we are able to organize it in every 4, maybe to 6 weeks. If we will have a group of entrepreneurs that would like to come with us, we can organize it even once in a month. It's doable. So we are flexible in this regard.
It's very interesting for sure. It's just like September, October, I'm not sure, but maybe November or January could be more suitable for me. Nonetheless, as you said, thanks both of you, Marta and Ahmed. If you can keep me posted on the next session, it would be very appreciated. Thank you.
I will share. Thank you, Saber. I will share in the chat the link to subscribe to show your interest. And I will share it in the chat in a moment. We have question from Manuela. I'm exploring the possibility of creating an education social development center focused on intercultural dialogue, emotional intelligence, conflict resolution, and communication skills. Do you believe this trip would offer relevant opportunities for networking? Yes, because Manuela, why we are doing this at least 2 months in advance, for us also to tailor-made the trip. So we will have individual session for each company to learn more what they are doing and to inform them exactly what kind of support or what kind of network we have in those entities.
Anyone else?
Yeah, I have a question. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear
Yeah,
you.
awesome. Basically, because you mentioned this is ideal for B2B SaaS companies. So we're a bit of a combination, I would say, because the concept of the company itself for the last 8 years, we're building other SaaS companies. So we're a tech company. And starting this year, we're building our own SaaS as well. So is it like valuable for a company like ours, or is it exclusively B2B SaaS with some kind of revenue at top of it?
So at which stage are you in the go-to-market stage or
Yeah.
not yet?
Yeah.
Did you land clients or not yet?
Well, not yet.
And did you make any market study on the possibility of localization in Saudi market?
No.
Okay, so Vladimir, I will give you here my email. Shoot me an email, and we will plan a individual session for you. I will dig deeper into your case. Okay.
Okay.
Because mostly for this program, we take mostly companies that already in the market. They already have, they're already generating revenue, because we also want them that if they go to this trip and they meet local partners there, they are able to, go and back and forth and visit, because it's a face-to-face market. I would like to be, very direct with you that it's more of a cash-intensive market. You need to be there. You need to come and go. It might be that through one of our partners, if you have a SaaS solution, they will take care of the go-to-market for you. But I would like to know more about the use case, what you have been doing, and what you have delivered so far. And I will tell you if this program is for you or we have other programs. Because now for startups that are in early stage, we are developing a program specifically for them.
Okay, but that's for the B2B, right? For the SaaS product.
Yes, B2B SaaS.
Yeah, do you have like programs for service as well? Like because I have other part.
Yes, for service companies in digital transformation, yes, we do. For this one, most of our network in the tech is in the service for digital transformation. This is the core for it.
There we have a revenue, so do you have like a stable revenue there? So it's like
so I would suggest that we focus on that. But we will have a talk and discuss what you offer in the company, and I will tell you exactly if it's a good match for you with this one or not.
Let's follow up, because that's really important for us. Thanks.
Our objective is to make the trip fruitful for you,
exactly.
not to waste your time.
Exactly. Thanks a lot.
I will give you like a general overview. Now, most of the requests that we have are related to digital transformation, about cloud adoption, anything from moving, let's say local access to IT to push it to the cloud. This is the most of it. Disaster recovery, modernization of IT infrastructure from legacy software. What else? This is in digital transformation. Banking is big. Insurance is catching up.
Fintech. Yeah.
Fintechs. This is the wider scope. Then gamification of processes, orchestration of processes, process optimization. This is also we have seen requests on that regard. Anything related to aviation in terms of IT, we have received some requests for SCADA, for example, modernization of SCADA infrastructure.
Okay. What about something about IoT and this kind of?
IoT also. IoT, we have been asked. One of our partners is looking for IoT companies.
Okay.
For example, this partner chose one of our clients to be exhibitor with them during LEAP, and they signed during LEAP, and they gave them space in their booth in LEAP. They had one of huge booths just in front of the main stage, and they gave them access to that alongside two commercial agents with them to take notes of the potential prospects.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's follow up more in detail. Maybe that sounds more relevant at this stage for.
I'm interested what probably you know what we do. This is zero trust economy of processes. So I'm interested in connections with banks, companies that are interested in the very high security for their processes and IoT, because what we do, we protect both business processes, manufacturing processes, and IoT, and connecting them between themselves. So that could be Aramco, could be company that we are looking to talk with. I don't know if you are how high do you have?
Aramco is very big. You need to know to talk to the right person.
I know.
You will talk to many people, and many people will tell you, yes, everything is doable. But then, good luck.
We tried several times to get into Saudi Arabia market in KSA, and they sent like talking with quite a few people, having quite a few conversations, stopping always somewhere.
Yeah, but to be honest, this year we've seen that there is no stopping, let's say, season. So, for example, Ramadan, everyone was low energy during the day, but everything happened during the night. Like many people.
It's not stopping. It's just switching, the way of doing. As Ahmed said, during the Ramadan, one of our friends was in Riyadh, and he said he didn't spend any evening at home. Every day he was meeting with someone, and during the summer they also work. It's a little bit slower, but it's not that slow as it used to be, because you need to know that there is a Vision 2030 that needs to be delivered, and it won't be delivered if they won't work. So this is very simple. That Saudis are very active. They just switch the rhythm, and sometimes we received some messages in different hours because this is how they work.
Okay, let's see.
Cybersecurity is also very much in need. So if you have a cybersecurity company or cybersecurity product, and that is interesting for us to discuss further.
That is, we have that.
Good. So you received my contact, and you have also in the calendar invitation.
I don't. Let's see, because you sent the email invitation to my two emails, my private and my.
I'm writing it here, and I will give also my WhatsApp. You will have it, and you can subscribe using this link to be included in our emailing list.
I will do something. I don't know Okay, I'm going to send you. I'm going to send you one presentation right now,
Okay.
immediately, so that you take a look and let me know. Just check this one. It's extremely secure, and I believe quite a few would be quite interested. So,
Right.
okay, telephone number. Okay, excellent.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Do we have another question? I think we are on time.
Yeah. But if someone has something to say, this is the
your last
moment.
minute. This is
Thank you for the clarity, for the presentation, for the info.
Saber, do we have your contact details?
Yes, I already filled in the form.
Thank you so much.
great. Thanks so
Thank
much.
you.
Likewise,
Bye.
guys.
Take
Thanks
care.
a lot.
Bye bye.
Thanks a lot. Take care.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone, and
Hope to
enjoy
see
your
you in
evening,
next
rest of the
session.
evening. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Manuela. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.